All right. You guys have the map shared?
Charisma.
I do have a map. It's a little slice of a map, but it's a map nonetheless.
It's the map.
All right. I need to resize
Some
this
bloodstains, some
window.
closed doors, the stuff that makes life.
Did you say blood stains or butt stains?
I would hope that they're blood stains, personally, but no. I'm right here with you. I'm just a character in the scene. I don't set the boundaries.
Boundaries. There are boundaries here? Oh man, we're in trouble if there's boundaries.
Boundaries are meant to be broken.
When we last met, your crew had arrived on this broken down ship called the Aceron, which is towing behind it this big old asteroid that everyone wants to know about. You docked in the airlock at the rear of the ship and made your way into that first room, which was the engineering, if I remember correctly, the engineering bay. And you were immediately attacked by these two creatures that you later identified as Akatwas, which are creepy creatures that basically hibernate until they sense life, and then they jump on board asteroids and ships and go, can I take over your corpse? That looks like a tasty confine to me. Give me my own little cocoon.
Burn them with fire.
Burn them with fire. It's
Invite
definitely
them over for dinner.
a big dinner at the table. Who knows what'll happen? I will say that the first time I saw Alien, that was disturbing to me. But I always thought that Aliens had a far more disturbing series of sequences, especially with the android at the end and Bishop, the way he dies and everything. It's just, but still, that dinner party for that first Alien, just man, that will forever be like
It's a classic scene. For me,
oh,
it was The Thing. The John Carpenter's The Thing.
that film is
That's the one that
also
got me. The dog.
the
You know.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah. And after
So
that, I was done. Then I've had to have that kind of horror fantasy kind of thing in my life. Otherwise, it was incomplete.
that's
Didn't
what
he,
it's. Go ahead, Maverick.
didn't he reprise his role on Spaceballs right at the end where thing pops out of his chest again? He goes, "Oh no, not again."
Not again.
I've not watched Spaceballs in a long time. So you've arrived on a haunted ship, and you've got to figure out what's going on, and also the gravity's off. So if I remember correctly, it was the gravity off. I know it can be fixed here. Main engineering functions can be accessed from here. Let's look at this really quick.
Maybe just find a working terminal.
We don't have
There
air on.
is gravity. However, the hatches of the airlock were open. So in order to control any of the airlocks, you'll have to get to the bridge.
Yeah, it's that low quality gravity, that budget gravity.
To repressurize the ship with a breathable atmosphere. Anyway, you got to engineering. You killed some creatures. You're left with the remnants. Where do you go from here?
They did some decent damage to us, just two of them.
Yeah, they're dangerous for sure. I don't think we should take those things for granted. We see those bulbs or polyps or egg sacs, whatever they are. We should just destroy them.
Didn't they look like egg sacs? I'm gonna go back real quick
Yeah.
and see what they looked like.
Like
yeah, they were like
flower bud.
They looked like little shard, like crystal formations, right? And then around them had been like shards on the floor.
Right. The idea of the egg sac has been interpreted in crystal, but we all know this. It's a goddamn egg sac. Burn it with fire from a distance, preferably.
Yeah, so we might not want to burst in their rooms like we did that first time.
Definitely don't want to stand like right on top of one of those things either. Like la-di-da, that's no big deal. We're just standing on one.
Yeah. Let's check out this first door here.
Open it carefully. Yeah.
I don't know why it didn't move your character. I clicked yes on it. Try to move that again, Chin. There we go. All right, you want to open this door?
I would say wait.
Roll a perception.
Oh, you're all going. Never mind. Wait. Wait a second. I was thinking maybe these two doors were connected, but just in case they're not, let's go.
All
This
right.
one.
Did you get a roll off, Chin, for perception? Oh, a very good roll. You hear nothing on the other side of the door. Just the clinking of empty space around you, the occasional chink, chink, chink of metal on metal and creepy noises. Not creepy, creaking noises from the ship around you. You don't hear anything noteworthy on the other side of the door.
Who has grenades?
I do.
Is that Lysander or
Oh no.
Jen does.
That's Jen.
Jen? Jen, okay.
In other words, what you're saying is open doors and chuck grenades and hope that nothing survives.
Kind of
All
like
right.
that.
You found the nursery.
No shit, you hear the screams of something from the other side. Do you want to open this door, Chin?
Carefully.
All right, it is open.
I see nothing. Big line.
Let me see how much health I have left here.
That's a good question. If you guys wanted to take a short rest or something to recuperate a little bit, you could.
Shut the door so we can take a short rest.
I'm full.
What's
Well,
that?
some of us are not full on fatigue.
Yeah, I am.
Damage.
I have taken fatigue damage, about half.
Okay.
roughly.
Do you guys want to do a 10-minute break here, or do you want to just move on?
I'd just as soon go ahead and just clear our damage if we have the opportunity to do
Okay.
so.
I don't know how the short rest works, so we're gonna do it real quick. So we haven't done a short rest before, I think. Only ever done
Wait,
the long rest. Short rest.
do anything?
I don't know that it did anything.
Doesn't appear to have changed my fatigue.
Nor mine.
All right. Well, long rest is overnight. Are you guys wanting to attempt?
No, I don't think we're
Yeah.
probably going to do that.
Not unless we know it's something secure.
You can hear the creepy
Unless you
crawlies
guys-
coming in the airlock.
Or quickly jump into our ship, disembark, and then take a nap.
Well, here comes an asteroid shower.
It's better than being attached to the
From the
ship.
devious mind of Renfail.
There will always be
No.
random encounters to fuck with your sleep.
This is true with Renfail.
I learned that lesson from my buddy who taught me everything I know about DMing. He in the campaign that I played with him, anytime I would try to get a mount or pack mules to haul more shit back to town or to move more quickly around the world, he would fuck with me every time because he's like, "Look, man, you're loaded down with loot. Now you're more, you're a tasty target for dragons and bandits. Like you got to defend it to get it back to town. So just be prepared. It's a convenience thing." And then the pack mules were always like, "Well, pack mules move slower." And so now you're a target for like hungry predators, like the pack of roving, like barbarian baboon things that he threw at me one night, and they literally stripped my these little hungry meat-eating monkeys came out of the woods and ate my pony.
They'll mess you up. And think about this too. You got people like syndicates or cartels of merchants that go, we can't have this guy bringing back like 4,000 gold pieces worth of stuff and flooding the economy with that. We've got to do something. We can't. This guy'll spoil everything. We're not set up for this kind of transaction environment. We've got to put the brakes on this thing. So they'll just wait for you to fight the monkeys, and then while you're picking up the pieces, swoop in and
Stab.
Yes. You're just
Don't
done.
give the DM any ideas, God.
So, you took a short rest. What was you?
If you spend one resolve point, you regain your hit points when you take a short rest.
Okay.
Well, totally would do that. If I
Okay,
have
so
any
each of you
resolve
go
points
ahead.
to spend.
Well, that just removes your fatigue. Well, you're already at full hit points, right? So what about
Yes.
fatigue?
It would remove your stamina. Yeah, your fatigue.
All
Yep.
right, so all of you, if you're choosing to, there's only 2 of you that need to do that. So I'll just reduce. You've already done it.
I did it. Yeah.
And then get rid of your fatigue.
Cool.
And then Maverick, you only have 1 point to begin with, right? Or did you already take
What
yours
else?
away?
Nope, I did not.
All right, so you're at 0.
Cool.
Okay.
Maybe I should have waited.
He has no resolve.
Gonna need it for the fights ahead. All right. Well, you shut the door. All right. We'll reopen the door, and you can proceed from here.
Shall I take point?
Yeah, I mean,
Go for it, Soldier
Yeah,
Boy.
you've got the best goatee, so that's
you've got
that's
the best
point.
armor too.
Yeah, definitely best armor, everything, and he's a soldier, so
Soldier of fortune or misfortune.
we're about to find out.
Well, let's take a little steppy step into the room. Oh, that looks interesting.
All right. So on the left is basically the engine of the ship. It's a reactor type engine, humming away very softly, just enough probably to maintain the current gravity and not much else.
No egg sacs?
Not that you see at the moment.
Okay, we'll proceed to here then so I can try to see the rest of the room. Well, damn.
The corridor curves around, and you see a set of double doors leading deeper into the ship.
Okay. Let's check about. Let's get the other side here. A little looky loo. Probably nothing. Okay. Looks clear to me.
Is there any kind of interface here, something that maybe one of us who's skilled in
No,
these
it's
types
just
of
like
things could?
it's just like a corridor, and then there's some railing that goes around the that nuclear, or not nuclear, but that reactor core that's sitting there in the middle. So it's like a 6 foot high railing in the core, and then you're just in like this kind of like corridor area, steel walls, cables and stuff, but no boards or anything that you can see to manipulate.
Oh, wait, you want to set the self-destruct?
No, I was hoping to turn on the rest of the the life support system, so we'd have full gravity and air to breathe, and
But we still have to shut doors before we can do that, don't we?
We can shut the airlocks and stuff from the main. We can't shut the airlocks the way they are. We have to get to the main.
Let me read
Bridge.
that real quick. Let me reread that because there is a section that says, hang on, I gotta go back though to find it because there was a section which specifically says. You can close the aft airlock using the controls in any of the airlocks or via the bridge, but you can't do anything other than open and shut the doors to the airlocks. So you could close it, the one you just went through, but you can close that from anywhere. And then, but in order to restore breathable atmosphere, you'll need to get to the bridge.
Well, let's carry on then.
So
Do I hear anything behind this door?
Roll for it. Nothing but the clink, clink, clink of the ship around you.
Do we want to shut doors? Things
Alright.
as we go.
Did it open both of those? It did. All right, they're open now. Okay.
We see anything?
This long corridor seems to run most of the length of the ship from bow to stern. Signs of battle are evident, including bullet holes, scorch marks, and droplets of blood, clearly visible along the walls and floors. There's a small body in a spacesuit that lies sprawled on the floor in the middle of the junction in the hallway ahead of you.
Do we want to hit that thing with fire, just in case?
The corpse?
Let's get a closer look before we start
Well,
bombing it.
You don't want to bomb the corpse just in case that you pop out of it?
All right, move up, whoever's going to do the inspection. All right.
Nobody wants to be brave?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Good old initiative.
All of us, or just him?
All of you. As he enters the area to inspect, he hears this weird noise coming from the corridor ahead, and here comes one of those nasty Akatas
Where the hell?
lying in wait on the other side of the corridor.
Akuma Akata.
What there? Jeez, you think I'd find that damn thing once in a while?
All right, Maverick, you are first.
Where is this thing? Oh. Oh, there we go. He's in my range. Always throw grenades first and ask questions later. There's. Okay. I think I'll do a full attack, so I'll take 2 shots. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. Did not roll.
That's a miss.
I think I need new dice.
Oh, I was so close to a 20, sir. So close, but no
Yes,
cigar. All right. Next is Lysander.
Did I have it targeted correctly?
You do not have anything targeted at the moment.
Ah, God.
Nothing.
I see no difference between targeted and untargeted, unfortunately.
Well, it's on the combat tracker. It'll say underneath your name. I went ahead and targeted it for you. But on the combat tracker, which is that window with the 2 swords, it'll say what you have targeted.
All right, so did the 17 hit or?
I didn't track it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think it was correctly targeted when I rolled it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll again. Now that we've got it targeted.
Just the 1 shot.
Roll again, because the first one was a hit. I just need to register a hit so that we can actually roll for damage through the system. Go again. Freebie rolls tonight. Oh my goodness. Get him out of your system, man.
I'm telling you, this whole set of dice needs to go to the blazes.
All right, that's a hit. Roll for damage. Okay, perfect. That was great. Roll, roll, roll. All right, Chen, you're up.
I can't even see what's going on here. I'm gonna peek around the corner here. And how far is that away? That's
50 feet or so, it looks like.
It
yeah, I
said
think it's
40
out of my
feet from
range.
me. It says 40 feet from me.
It's 35 is what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm 25, so you'll be about 35.
You should be at. I don't know the range of your weapons.
I'm pretty sure they're more than 35 feet. I bet you get a couple hundred feet with.
It's range is 30 on these. So.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, well, I see where it is. I suppose I can keep moving.
if you're not going to take an action, yeah.
Look at that. I got blockers. Unless they can jump over the top. I'm going
All
after
right.
that soldier.
It's going to run up to Sander and attempt a bite.
Tasty treat.
That is a hit.
You need better armor, good sir.
And then I gotta remember how this works. Hang on a second here. I know you get a save. I gotta remember where the save is, though. Okay, well, it missed. So, all right. Maverick.
Try that again. So, gonna try the new dice. Same result.
Oh, you just rolled a critical miss. So hang on a second. We got to see if your stray shot does any damage to your friends. So 1, 2, 3. It's Chen. 4, 5, 6. It's Lysander. Okay, it's Lysander. I'm gonna roll again to see if anything happened. If I roll a 5 or a 6, it's not good. All right, the stray shot just whips by Lysander's face. Feel the heat burn.
Hey, I'm gonna buy it. Let's try that again. There we go.
That is a hit.
Don't freaking time.
Ooh, partially resisted. Interesting. Lysander, you're up. What is a hit? Boom. Pachoo. Shot to the face, because that thing's right up on your grill. Moving to Chin.
Miss.
We're doing great.
That is a miss.
Let's keep doing the full attack because it does so wonderfully for me. Ooh.
Tis a hit.
Normally, I don't have any lag when people are rolling dice, but the dice are jumping around today.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a lot of lag with that last shot.
Okay, so you're not. I'm not the only one seeing it. I always assume that things like that are because of my backwoods internet, but there's definitely
No,
like,
it's terrible today.
yeah, it's noticeable lag.
It hovered on like 19 for a while and then just jumped across the screen.
Okay,
Nope,
as long as I
doing
know
it
it's
for
not
me.
me.
It's not doing that for me at all.
Even when we
Okay.
roll,
That thing's still standing? Jeez.
One more shot.
That's a
Oh, that's
miss. All right, Lysander, you're up.
trying to kill it quickly for you guys. Wow. Wow.
All right. I do gotta roll to see if anything bad happens. Nope, nothing happens bad. I rolled a 1. That's extremely good for you. So you go to bring your pistol up under its neck to try to shoot it under the chin, and the shot goes wild, and you're left fumbling with your pistol.
Great.
He didn't try to shoot his own toe off. Ah,
Chin, you're up.
holy crap.
I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. Ah. All right, it
Well,
misses.
at least the animal is just as bad as we are. Okay. We're going to keep doing full attack because nothing bad happens that way.
I don't like this new update.
At least I
Fucking
hit.
with my dice.
Hey.
All right.
Oh, got it.
That shot goes over Lysander's shoulder and hits this thing square in the face, right in the jaws. It's critting a chomp another bite out of our space elf. It goes down with a little bit of a whimper and crumples down into shards of stuff, remnants in front of you.
Is there anything else in this room, like down these corridors? Those are doors?
Yeah, so I don't know ship alignments. So to the north, I'm looking at the map the way we would look at it, so up, down. If you look up,
Mhm.
that's one of the airlocks. Looking south, that's
Oh,
another one of the airlocks. And then ahead of you, going east, would be deeper into the ship. Now you can also see from this position there is a door, not only to the airlock ahead, north of you, ahead of you. There's a door there to the left, there's a door there to the right into some rooms that are adjacent to the reactor room that you just went through. And then ahead of you is the main corridor going through the ship. Roll a life science check, everybody.
Let's check. Oh, yes, because I'm so trained in life science.
All right, yeah, you guys all recognize it's a dead space goblin in the middle of the corridor here. And of course, the corpse of the Akata.
the space goblin is who is in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you want to poke it with a stick?
Do you have
See what
sticks? You have a smoking rifle. Laser rifle. You're gonna poke and prod with that, get a little of that scorched skin scent in the air.
He's gonna go through his pockets, his nasty little pockets.
You like going through people's pockets, so go ahead. I want to see what happens. I'm going to be entertained.
All right, so that's what you see in this corridor.
Well, let's continue to move towards that far door.
You want to check these two other doors?
They're airlocks.
Well, there's an airlock. If you look, I don't know what you guys can see. I have to click your character. There's the door to the airlocks, but you can also see to the left and to the right there are doors. I can't ping this. Let me.
I don't think we can understand. Oh, there's doors that go kind of backwards.
Yeah, they go adjacent to the
Oh, I
reactor
see
room that
them
you
now.
just
Yeah.
went through. So it's
Yeah.
like you're standing in a hallway. You look right. There's the airlock doors at the very end of those tunnels, but then also going back in the direction that you came, there's two doorways that are adjacent to the reactor room that you just came through. One to the right and one to the left. And then ahead of you extends the corridor. All right. You get further up, Chen. There is another corridor intersection just ahead of you, and then directly ahead is another door.
Let's see.
Maverick, why don't you go check down one of these hallways?
Interesting.
What do you see?
Looks like there's openings on either
Hmm.
side. Okay, let's be the brave one here. A little bit Braveheart.
Let me double check something here. This appears to be the galley that you just walked into, Maverick.
And I don't see
Eating
any.
area, and then there's some doors to your left.
Yep. How do we want to proceed? Waiting for everybody to kind of catch up, unless he wants to stay down there. Always staying way back.
I think we should continue down the main hallway if we're headed towards a bridge.
Okay.
But
I
if
kind
you
of
think
want to.
we should investigate the galley, then we can investigate the galley.
Well, poke open that door. Let's see what's in it.
Which one?
You're right next to one. Oh, I opened it.
That looks like a bathroom, almost.
Yeah, it's crew quarters. I need to read through a couple of things here real
Oh.
quick.
Assuming these are all probably about the same kind of dealio.
All right, that door should not have been open, but you should not have been able to open that door. So I'm going to close it for the moment.
Okay.
There's a reason. I said that door in specific. I don't know why it's actually openable by the player character, so that must have been something they missed. That door, as you attempt to open it, it's locked.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the main hallway then, huh?
Gordon, roll a perception as you check the door, Chin.
Ooh.
You notice nothing about the door as you check it. It's locked. You move away. Let me clear something here real quick. All right, you're going up to that door. Okay. You've made your way down the corridor to the end, far end of the ship. So you came in at the rear of the ship. You've now made your way to this one. This is the only door you can see at the end of this long corridor that goes through the middle of the ship.
I will stick my ear up against the door.
Roll a perception, sir. You hear nothing other than the clickety-clack and creak of the ship drifting through space.
All right. Try the door, push it open.
Okay. It opens silently. It's definitely been oiled in the past.
It looks like a bridge.
Which characters opened? Lysander. Okay, so you opened it. You can see the bridge. This is, in fact, the bridge. A wide, transparent aluminum window stretches across the forward wall of this control room. Twinkling lights in the distance are all that can be seen of Absalom Station and the ships of the Armada surrounding it. There are also some consoles and controls that are visible from where you're standing in the corridor.
No signs of people or
Not that you can see from your
things.
vantage point.
Okay.
Remember, go in.
I suppose I
You
should.
got the armor.
All right, roll initiative.
See,
This is why we throw grenades first. Oh, nice. I'll get 3 of these things.
All right, Maverick, you're up first.
Oh, I can barely see 2 of them.
you didn't see any.
Okay, I think I got them targeted. Yep. Okey dokey. Let's see. Gotta get my thingy things. There we are. I'm gonna do full attack till it backfires.
That's a hit.
Oh, some great damage there.
Yeah.
Try one more time.
That's a miss.
Damn.
All right. You were just able to get a shot off at that one through the angle of the door. This one is Ikata 1, which is going to come charging from behind. And it is going to attack. It is a hit. It's a 3, and then... Alright, I need to read how that works real quick.
Void bite.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was a save, but I don't remember what the save was last week, so I want to look it up real quick. Void Death. Fortitude save. So if you can roll a Fortitude save of DC 10 or better. No. So you currently, as soon as it bites you, you feel that, you felt this before, that warm tingling that happened when the first, did you get bit the first time, Lysander, or somebody else get
I don't
bit the
think
first?
so.
Okay, somebody else got bit. All right, so you feel a warm tingling, and your mystical senses are immediately going, something is not right with that bite. Like, you can immediately sense that that is fucked up no juice was in the bite of that creature. You're not sure what it is at the moment. Okay. All right. Next up is Akata 2, which is going to run up to the doorway and Lysander, I'll give you an attack of opportunity against the Akata 2 as it moves forward to attack Maverick.
All right. I'm trying to target it, but it keeps targeting the door.
That's a good point. Here,
Can you target it from the list?
Yeah, you can target from the list too if you didn't know that from the actual on the attack combat window.
Tracker.
Yeah, thank you. Combat tracker window where you see the targets in list form. You can just control click the target that way.
And that's on the encounter thing, right?
Yeah, well, the combat tracker, yeah. Very top of the right side of your screen is the crossed swords. That brings up that list.
Okay, so apparently I do have it targeted.
No.
Yeah. No, you have yourself targeted.
Okay.
It's all right. Here, I'll do it real quick if you need me to because of the door. Because now
it's
I
just got a
can't
giant red circle around it. And,
yeah, and now I can't move it because of the door. There we go.
You gotta untarget yourself. There you go. Nope.
It's gonna
Stop
happen.
clicking.
I promise. It's working now.
Clicking.
It's working. You're good. That's a miss.
Such fabulous rolls we
going
have.
to attack. I gotta
As
stop.
he
I'm
closes
clicking the door too, man. It's really annoying.
Click from the list, maybe. Does that work?
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. That's a hit.
Of course it is.
Now let's see if you get hit with a void bite. Miss.
Of course it does. Oh, it missed.
I caught a 3. It's gonna run up and attack Lysander. That is a miss.
Oh,
Chin.
it's got. These things got +8. Holy crap!
Gingeroo. That's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Also, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. That was a really good movie when I was a kid. All right. That was the end of it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No, Lysander. Oh, end of my stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lysander's turn. To point at the target to say, I shall fuck thee up with the power of my mysticism.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to use a spell this time, just because the gun, it does me no good. I'll have to do a mind thrust.
How many mind thrusts can you do?
A few.
I can do 3 plus a reflecting armor, which I did not precast again.
Good job.
Hey, it's like me forgetting to scum save before I run into a room in Pathfinder Kingmaker and then getting obliterated by the boss mob and going, fuck, when was the last time I saved?
So you should be dying.
All right. Oh, wow. How much damage did you do?
2d10. So
13.
it was a total of 13.
Nicely done. All right. That is a dead and dying creature. Maverick, you're up.
I can only see Mr. Yule. And
yeah, you've got a line of sight and I caught a 3.
Yep. Next one, I'm gonna have to actually come in the room. Full attack, baby. Because what could go wrong?
It's a hit.
That one just fell. Did that actually register?
I don't think so. Okay. That was a miss. All right. That's a hit. Okay. That's a miss. Up to Chen.
All right.
Hit it with your baton.
I can see 3 now, so.
Tis a miss. Lysander.
Right, let's
You
hit
know,
it with another
gonna
mind
thrust it
blast.
with your mind. That one wasn't quite as good.
No, not quite as good.
Does casting spells provoke attacks of opportunities?
That's a good point.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it does. If they're melee.
I know it does in Pathfinder.
You always have to give the DM more ideas.
The question I have too is...
I didn't mention it the whole time last time. On purpose. And I'm like, well, we better start.
No wonder it's so easy. I wonder how that works, because is Mind Thrust a prepared spell, or is it more like an instant cast? And does it say?
we did this before. Hold on a second. And I don't remember. I'm in the highly medicated section, so give me a second.
I'm gonna Google that really quick. I'm sure it is.
When the opponent in a space you threaten casts a spell or uses spell-like ability.
Do you provoke an attack of opportunity when you attack with a weapon?
Yeah. No, sorry. It depends on the type of weapon.
No,
Although
because you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're not concentrating. You're not doing an action. Well, maybe. Let's see.
I think it
Yeah,
depends.
if you make a ranged attack, yes. Yeah, if you make a ranged attack within melee range, you provoke a attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it says here, yeah, ranged attacks or any spell or spell-like ability provoke a melee attack of opportunity.
Standard action, instantaneous, 25 feet. Will saves for half.
See, I might
with the glut of psychic information.
If it's an instant cast, I don't know that I would do the attack of opportunity. I understand it for long ranged attacks because you're bringing your rifle up and you're taking aim and you're sighting, or something that has like a cast time. Because I don't mind modifying that slightly just to have fun with it, because that's one of the reasons I threw in there earlier. I was like, well, let's make ranged attacks also attacks of opportunity, rather than only melee
They do,
attacks.
yes.
I'm gonna ignore it for now for the instant cast stuff, just because we've already ignored it up to this point. But probably pay attention to that in the future. Anything that has a cast time associated with it will definitely provoke an attack, just like using a ranged weapon would. That's a good point. All right, you rolled for 5. Maverick's up.
Okay. Last bullet in the clip, so well, I guess I'll do a normal attack. And somehow I miss. And I'm going to reload.
All right, got a 1. That's a hit. Okay. Ooh, that's a surprising hit. Okay. Chen, you're up.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 2 of them targeted?
Oh, not on purpose, no.
He's about to lob a grenade and say, "Good fun. Have luck with that, guys." Close the door in your face. Okay. Lysander.
That guy's almost dead. Get him.
Shoot him with the old pistol.
Miss. Maverick.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to do a normal attack. Wow.
I'm sorry. That roll was 0 damage, sir.
0. Oh, you
It
resisted.
resisted, yeah, just a big fat 0. So you reloaded, and the first shot from your new clip fizzled out of the end of your rifle and sort of went.
Wow, wow.
Fizzled
He
out.
absorbed it.
Fizzled out.
This has never happened to me before.
That was perfect timing.
Somebody has a soundboard or something.
That's a hit.
Discord is it built in now?
Oh, is it really?
In different channels, like I know Nathan's site has a lot more soundboards. I don't. Maybe you have to just enable them or something. I don't know, but
I just had a pop up that says something about adjust your soundboard volume. So I'd probably need. I've never set this up before because it's prompting me to do it. So yeah, that's a maybe later
there's
thing.
only 6 of them available right now, so I'm sure they would get old right away. But they're still fun. Like there's a duck and other ones.
Interesting. All right, chins up with his
My turn. All
quack
right.
quack, his duck hunt.
Nice shot.
We're not doing well, folks.
No.
This could be the end.
Could be the end of Lysander.
All right, so you missed. Lysander, you're up.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Here you go.
Hoorah! Damage 3. Okay.
Still
Still
kicking.
not.
Maverick, you're up.
Hmm. Let's see. Can I get myself between one of them and the our buddy here? Like without.
You could probably scooch in between a code of 3 and Lysander, but you would take an attack of opportunity doing so. Like if you want to just run in and like shoulder shove it or something, you know?
Bull rush.
Yeah.
I can't really see the other one because of the
All
angle
right.
I'm at.
Well, let's just go ahead and that's what you want to do for this action is run up and so instead of giving you an attack, what it'll give you is you're going to run up. What's your intent? Just to get in between, or you want to knock this thing on its feet, or what? Off its feet, I should say.
I don't know. Oh, there's 2 of them on them, so I don't know.
You might just be better off trying to kill the one that's almost dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, let's do that.
The best shield is not having to use one because there's nothing attacking you because it's already dead.
Yeah, just do full attack until the one-eyed target is dead.
Okay.
Unless something bad happens.
That's a hit. You did a full attack, right? So if this kills it, I'll let you get your other shot on the other mob. Yeah, so that one died.
Duck as he swings his gun past you.
Oh, actually, you're right. He can't see the other one. I wasn't paying attention to the map. That's a very good point. You're stuck in the corner. You don't see the other one.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
For sure.
I'm over here giving belly cat scratches. Oh, you guys can't see because it blurs the
Okay.
camera. This is my damaged cat. He's waking up, so I was giving him scritches and not paying attention to the map. So yes, you only get the one shot, Maverick.
So I can't move even though it's dead
You
on
can
the
move
other shot. Okay.
because you're allowed one attack and one move in this game.
Well, I did declare it a full attack, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'll give it to you since you only used half your attack. But maybe only half your movement. Because you'd already started to prep.
That'd be about half.
Well, you can get in the room. Something like that. All right.
Now I could see him.
I'm gonna have it make a choice as it sees you come into the room. 1, 2, 3. It switches. 4, 5, 6. It doesn't. It does not
Come on,
switch.
switch. Damn. I didn't even see a roll.
No, I saw your
Hit.
roll. Wow, that's delayed.
Oh, Lysander's
Oh.
down. Space Elf down. Space Elf down. Alright, that's a miss. Lysander's unconscious. Maverick, you're up.
Times you wish you had full auto, right?
Just spray and pray.
That's right. We is gonna do full attack. Till it fails me.
That's a hit. That is a miss.
Damn.
Same thing, I'm going to have it roll to see if it switches. It is going to switch this time.
What, was it gonna just start chomping on the corpse?
It's going to unselect. Well, you never know. Might be trying to inject it with something.
Inject it with its feelings.
That's a hit.
Damn these things.
And then we need to roll for this. That's a miss. Chin, you're up.
Can you can actually see that thing from there? Nice.
All right, Lysander, you're still down. Okay, Maverick.
Yeah, full attack until
That's a
bad.
hit.
I always seem to get one hit. Change that. No, you got to keep going with the miss. Hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss.
Alright.
What you got, buddy? Oh, you got a big 18. Jesus. And
Alright,
another
roll a fortitude save, please.
Skill. Fortisma fortitude. Ah, there it is.
Okay, you saved. You do not feel the creepy tingling that you felt that one time.
No tinglies for me.
Chin, you're up.
Big damage, big damage. It's still up.
Much though, it's pretty wounded.
Maverick, you're up.
Yeah, full attack. It's been doing hippity hoppity. Whoops, wrong one. Give me that back. I meant that one. And resisted. Partly.
Uh-huh.
Okay, try that again. I did it again.
Excuse me. This
Resisted.
thing's hanging on. It's hanging on by a thread. It weakly lashes out again.
Weekly.
Oh, that's more than weekly. It's gonna take a chunk.
Put a
Wow.
little flavor with that one. That wasn't a weak attack.
It delayed so long on my screen that D20 just hovered there for like 5 seconds. All right. So that's the attack.
I think I was supposed to use resolve points while I was dying, and now I'm just dead.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Oh, is there a way to avoid falling if you have resolve points?
Apparently, you can roll to stop the dying process, but I didn't do it, so now I'm just dead.
But I remember reading something about it leaves you with like 1 hit point or something.
Well, either way, if you don't do it, you're dead.
Right. Well, you're not dead.
Yeah.
Dead. You're just
Well,
unconscious.
unless you get stabilized, then
Right.
somebody's got to stabilize you. But you do that every roll, it says on here.
Yeah.
Like every round, I mean.
All right, chins up.
We can just ignore that for now, though.
Yeah,
huh?
we're totally ignoring it for now. I don't. Yeah.
Finally.
Although that tingling is, you could feel it even while you're half unconscious. It's spreading up your arm.
Let's get in there and
the inner part of your
stabilize
mystic,
our buddy.
the inner part of your mystic brain is like, something's wrong. Alarm bells are going
Dicing
off.
over.
All right, who's up, by the way? Oh, it's dead and dying. I didn't see that in the
Yeah,
process
I
of us
just killed
having
it. Let's get up and stabilize our buddy. How good are you at medicine there, Maverick?
Medicine? I got nothing.
He's more of a killing things guy.
Oh, we've got time to spend on it, but I think it says like you have to do a DC 15 to stabilize him.
Are you
Did
reading
you
the
want us
long
to
term?
roll from
Are
that?
you reading the long term stability one?
No, I'm under where it says dying.
Oh, I must have missed that
The
one.
dying condition.
Oh, I was just looking at medicine.
Oh,
Treat deadly wounds.
it describes on page 250 on what you're supposed to do with dying, and that's okay that we didn't do that, but stabilizing. You can stabilize a dying creature and keep it from losing it more resolve points with a successful DC 15 medicine check.
There you go. So both of you roll your DC medicine checks.
Okay, I'll go first.
Oh, but you can spend resolve points to stabilize fully.
Okay.
There, I got an 18. That should do it.
Oh, that's kind of an interesting concept. We didn't really know how to do it, but
So
were you out of resolve points anyway, Lysander?
No,
I think he still had
points.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't realize what was happening until it changed from dying to dead. I didn't know if it was something that was done after the fight or.
Oh, did it do it automatically?
Yeah, it does it automatically. Like I can't. Yeah, I can't control any of it. So, so technically, does it give him any hit points back when you guys stabilize like that?
No.
Well, I'm just gonna say that for the purposes of the sheet and everything else, I'm giving him 1 hit point back, so he's got 21 of 22, which means Lysander is stabilized and conscious, but still gravely wounded. But I think what that means is now that you've stabilized, if you have a chance to take a long rest, you'll be able to get back to full hit points and resolve points and everything else.
Oh, undoubtedly, there's a way to get back there one way or the other.
Well, you regain 2 hit points per character level for every 24 hours of rest.
Right.
Okay. I think it'll do it automatically when we do like a long rest. All right.
So you guys.
Yeah, this is a long section of the book. Like this is a lot of rules on dying and stabilizing and healing and.
Well, thankfully it's not too in depth because we didn't have to dive too deep into it tonight to figure out a solution. So you're up, and at some point, I mean, this may be a situation where you bolt the door to the captain's. You guys are in the bridge now. Bolt the door to the bridge shut and hope nothing comes through the air tunnels, and try to get a long rest in. But you are in the bridge now, and you have taken care of what's here. So this is probably a good point to take a quick bio if everybody needs to take a quick wee break.
Okay.
And then I will also take one as well and be back in a moment.
Shall return.
Hey everyone, Renfail here with the commercial part of the video where I say, hey, if you like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. And thanks to all of our supporters here on YouTube and over on Patreon, our highest members, our guild champions, Crazy's Relative, Remy D here on YouTube. And don't forget, if you want to support, it's really easy. You can do the memberships below, the Adventurers Guild, 3 different tiers. There's also the super thanks on any uploaded video or YouTube short that you find. There's also, of course, the super chats and stickers that you could do on any live stream or premiere, and the Patreon page if you want to dive into the fantasy world that I have with my brother and my wife, which is a tabletop game, a point-and-click adventure game, and a fantasy book series. All are great ways to keep this channel going and me going full-time. Thanks again for those of you who support. Let's get back to the video that you're watching now. There we go.
I think it's just a guaranteed 20 roll, not like a critical. It's just that you can spend 20 minutes on it to get a 20, like to concentrate and actually do it to your best of your ability.
Okay. I was reading what this says because there's a spot here where it says they can take 20 on this check. And I'm like, but how does that work? Okay. So okay. So you can basically at this point, you could take 20 if you wanted to, or just make a straight up roll to determine the basic functions of all the computer equipment in front of you. And I believe everybody could make a roll on that.
Let's go take a try.
So you would all get automatic 20s, right?
If we took 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's just consider that you took 20 minutes, lock the doors, you're looking through everything. You can get access to the basic unsecured function of the ship's computer after about 20 minutes of looking at things. This is going to allow you to remotely open or close any or all of the doors on the ship, including the airlock hatches. You can also repressurize the ship. You can also adjust the ship's lighting. What do you want to do?
Well, we really need to heal up Lysander.
I think we should shut all the doors.
There's also some additional files that you notice and some processes and things that you notice on the computer, but you can't figure out how to get access to it yet. At least your basic 20-minute dive into the PC. It's going to require some advanced hacking to get in.
Don't we have a recording bot with us?
The recording bot's just there to witness. It's not gonna do anything for you. But you are wanting to lock the door and recover here, right?
Yeah, we should re-enable the atmosphere.
Okay, so re-enable the atmosphere, shut all the doors, turn on the lights, I'm assuming, or just leave the lights as they are.
Leave the lights until after our rest.
And then lock the door so that you can take a long rest. So let's go ahead and do a long rest. Hang on. Overnight rest. So it gave Lysander some of his hit points back.
And all of his
It's like it's 1 hit point per level for every 8 hours.
Yeah, and then
he can take it 24. Yeah.
But he got his fatigue back, which is cool. So that means he can resist.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way to do recovery. So technically you've regained, because it's that stamina absorbs all the initial blows that are coming in. You don't actually start taking hit points until after that. So technically, even though your hit points haven't regenerated, and don't mystics get the ability to heal hit points, Or is that I remember reading somewhere that it was very limited on who can actually heal hit points in the game.
Yes, not an
Yeah.
ability that I have anyway. I mean, I
Right.
have
It might be something that
stabilize as a regular at will
it might be
ability.
something that the Mystic gets later. The ability to actually heal hit points. What's up, Chris? ¿Qué pasa? Nada? Ah, estás aquí descansando. Okay. Huh? Oh yeah, she ducked in the air conditioner because it's really it was really nice for a few days with the rain, and now it's back to being hot. She's like, ah. All right. Okay, so you take a rest. You hear noises throughout the ship as you are resting. Not possible to determine where the noises are coming from or what the noises are, but there's definitely things alive on the ship moving around. You can hear things through the floorboard as you're sleeping. You wake up, you've rested as best you can. It's kind of chilly in here, but you wake up refreshed, and the bodies of those creatures you killed are still dead, thankfully. They don't appear to have regenerated into anything. Lysander, roll a fortitude save. Your arm is feeling extremely numb right now.
Right.
Okay. You're you notice that it's spreading. That numbness is spreading. Remind me here in a little bit. We'll do another fortitude check. Anyway, so that's what you have. In front of you there's computers. There's more things on those computers, but you're going to need some significant hacking and computer skills to get to any of the files. Things like perhaps the logs that would show you what happened on the ship with the crew.
So we'd have to have high rolls or actual high skills.
Both are going to equivalent to the same thing. Basically, the computer here is a tier 2 computer with a secure data module and firewall, as well as lockout countermeasures. So to hack into this system to get to the logs is going to be a challenge for sure.
I'm not a hacker.
Nor am I, but one of us can learn knowledge when they need to.
Yeah, I can spend a resolve point, and
So what's that going to do to your hacking skill? Hang on, let me
what
see
it
what
does is it allows me to.
computers check.
Where's the thing I was just looking at? It's an ability that I have once per day. Access Akashic Record. To augment my skills, I spend one resolve point to attempt a skill check as if I had ranks in that skill equal to my mystic level. So, in the case of computers, where I don't have any ranks in that, if I had 3 ranks in computers, then I would have a +8. So, like, I would be rolling something equivalent to life science or engineering, but for computers, because I would be able to download the voice of the universe.
Okay.
And allow that wisdom to fill me and use it in that way.
All right, so probably I'm going to test something here, and I think this would be the way to do this. I'm going to double check, though. So that's what it would look like, a +8. So the way you would do that is, you see in the bottom left where it says modifier and there's a 0? In the very bottom left, underneath the chat window where you roll your dice and stuff?
Yeah.
If you click that modifier and put like a 5 in there, that would be your bonus, and then just roll your computer roll, and then it's going to add those two together.
And the bottom of the chat window.
Yeah, do you see where it says modifier and then it has a 0 above it?
By where all your dice are?
So just click that, put in 5, and then make your computers roll. Oh. It only applies to one roll, though, right? From the wording of the spell.
It looks like
it's not like a buff that's for the next
to
hour.
attempt a skill check.
Yeah, so it's one skill check. Okay, so you're in by the split hair second as you're trying to decode things. You can feel it slipping away from you. You're trying to punch the keypad as quickly as you can. Things are flying by on the screen, but you manage to get in just under the wire, and you're into the system. Let's see what's in here. You can see another file. There's a firewall in front of you, and you'll need to get through the firewall to get to the file.
Okay. I won't be able to do that trick again for a full day.
Okay.
So.
So you guys can just try your normal computers rolls here.
Come Chan's got a +9. Wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay. The 20 and 21 are not enough to get past the firewall, but you are able to determine that if you were to attempt a take 20 using computer skill to try to hack the computer, you might be able to do a forced entry with a successful engineering check, but you can also tell that it's going to trigger a lockout countermeasure, which is going to lock you out of the system for an unknown amount of time. If you want to get past the firewall, you could attempt to take 20, but that's going to immediately trigger a counter reaction from the system, which is going to require an engineering check to get past. So does any of you have an engineering as a skill?
I have 2 points in it, which gives me +5.
Okay.
Mine's untrained.
Untrained as well.
Okay. Do you guys want to leave it alone, or do you want to attempt the take 20 and then the engineering hack?
Well, he's got +2 or +5, so let's take 20 and then let him fight the countermeasure.
Jeez.
All right. So you attempt to hack the computer. It does trigger the lockout countermeasures. And now you're getting to the point where once this gets in play, there's a panel. You're going to pop the cover off that panel, and there's some wires in there, and this is where you're going to need to use your engineering to try to bypass that physically. So let's do some engineering. Let's do an engineering roll, sir.
Of course.
There is a wow 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 sound, and you're going to be locked out for about 4 hours, it looks like. The whole system just completely shuts down, and there's a timer that's counting down. Golf clap. Bravo, sir. All right, so yeah, there's nothing else you can do with this computer at the moment. So where do you go from here?
So we still need to get at those files again, huh?
There's something on the wing.
Yeah, I think our only option is we've got to get the file. So we just have to.
Well, yeah, we need the files, but like we had some locked doors. We could check the doors in this place.
You can also open all the doors from here.
Well, I was thinking maybe open one at a time.
Come on, where's the
That's
sense of adventure?
sense of adventure went out the window and someone almost died.
I don't want to die in space. Yes,
It's
there were
cold.
definitely rooms and doors throughout the ship that you could explore. Excuse me.
Okay. So we gotta wait 4 hours, so we should explore.
Yeah, you can't do anything with this.
Open the door.
Yeah, can we open the one door that was locked? That's the only other door we tried, saying
Well,
it's
that's the
the
only one that you've
closest
tried
door.
so far. Yeah, you can go back to that. What room was that? That was.
And somebody keeps closing the
C7.
door on us. Thank you.
It's if we go west and then north, it's the first door on the left.
Yes, I remember which one. Is that what we're gonna do? Is go back there?
Okay, can we figure out how to unlock it from the console here before we go?
The console where you were at?
Well, in the bridge, can we unlock that door?
Sure.
But will it open
It
all
says
the?
unlocked on the display in front of you on the monitor. It says it's
All
unlocked.
right. All right.
Okay.
I'm constantly kicking Maverick to keep going forward. No more letting the elf get in front of you.
Yeah, I'm not going in front of you guys. I have 4 hit points.
So that's the door that was locked.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a listen. Maybe I can hear something.
Roll a perception.
Of course.
Nothing but the wind.
Of course. Throw me a grenade. I'm gonna chuck it in. Open the door slowly.
It is apparently barricaded from the other side, and as
Oh my
you
gosh.
go to jiggle it and realize it's barricaded from the other side, you can hear voices coming from the other side. Do you speak? What languages do you speak? Do you know?
English and bad English.
Does anyone know what languages they speak? I think it's probably on your character sheet somewhere. I'm curious to see if anybody's.
It's in our notes if anybody's filled it in, but I didn't fill mine in.
Well,
I think we talked about it briefly, but there was.
Well, the only reason I ask is to see if anyone would recognize what's being said.
Let's see, 40 and 41.
A character begins play speaking and reading Common, their racial tongue, if any, and the language of their home planet, if any. You can also choose a number of bonus languages equal to their intelligence bonus. I'm reading online, so I'm not actually looking at the list that it's showing me.
Well, I guess the question then becomes, how common is the language being spoken on the other side of this door? Is it a relatively common language?
Yeah, I think it would be. I don't know enough about Starfinder as a universe to know. I would assume that it would be, though, because of. So let's just roll a d6 real quick. Everybody roll a d6 just to see whether or not you understand it or recognize it. Because it is a fairly common. Ched recognizes it. I don't know that you speak it. You pick up a few words. It sounds like goblin.
Hmm.
They're,
I think this-
as you attempted to jiggle the door and and they started chattering away, and as Maverick and Chin are standing there, you're going to start to hear the pew pew of lasers being shot towards the door, and laser blasts are going to start coming through the door in your general direction.
Stop firing. I don't know. It's the only thing I can say.
I'm going to hit myself with reflecting armor.
Smart move. I'm gonna roll a d6 to see if you guys take any damage. Yes, I'm gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be on Maverick. You're gonna take 1 point of damage from a stray blaster bolt. I guess it's not damage; it would affect your stamina pool, but hits you in the shoulder and knocks you back a little bit. And then this is when you guys start yelling, "Ceasefire! Ceasefire!" They're going to continue shooting wildly for another couple of moments, and then finally from the other side of the door, you're going to hear, "Wait! You not creatures!"
Do I sound like a creature?
You're going to hear some more goblin coming from the other side, and some scrambling, and the door's going to open up into the inside, and there's 2 goblins on the other side, and they're going to throw their junk lasers onto the floor in front of you, and they're gonna get down on their knees and start. "Please don't kill! Don't kill! We surrender!
I need to surrender. We're here to help.
Take us to safety, please! No more! No more!"
Stay in there, you'll be safe.
"Okay, no problem." Shuts the door. You hear some noises from the other side, and they've barricaded themselves inside once again.
Oh, we should have had a little knock that indicates all clear when we clear the ship, maybe.
I mean, you can tell them that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we don't know of any did we know there were space goblins on the ship?
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say we didn't, did we? No.
I think they're just crew. Probably,
Could be. Or maybe they picked it up.
Would we know if they're crew or not? I don't think in
They were not.
Starfinder space goblins are crew.
No, and I would assume that the crew would be wearing some sort of crew
uniform.
They were not wearing. Remember the one you found in the corridor was wearing a spacesuit. These guys are wearing spacesuits as well. So they came here after whatever happened.
Tried to cash in.
Uh-huh. Derelict ship, man, that's ripe for the taking.
I don't blame them for trying.
Other than the space spider thingies or space displacer beasts.
Well, one of them paid for it. Okay, shall we move on to the next door? Are you guys satisfied here?
Yeah.
These just appear to be living quarters. There's a couple of bunks in this room. The next one up, a pair of lockers, a small sink, personal possessions. There doesn't appear to be anything of value. Beds are half made. Nothing that you can see.
Okay. And take a listen to this door. Perception, right?
Well, that's the one I was assuming you were at. The north one that you were at. Because
Yes.
they re-barricaded their doors, so there's nothing in there to take a look at. That's what you saw in the room you're just at, just crew quarters.
I thought we were doing this bottom one, not the top one.
No, the bottom one is. When you say bottom one, you talking about the one where Chin's at?
Yes.
That's where the goblins are. They shut the door back in your face.
Yes.
They were all
Which
like,
is
"Yeah,
what we
just
asked
let us
them
know."
to.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So I moved up to check this next door.
And you just see bunk beds, a couple of chests with personal possessions, nothing of value. It's just some quarters.
Okay. I'm assuming we get all the time in the world to move around.
I don't see anything here that says that we have to hurry. Okay. Down here, it's a similar layout to the galley. Only here you've got 2 doors leading to crew quarters. Those are open. Well, unlocked, I should say. And then there's another door that goes to the east towards the front of the ship that is currently closed.
So 2 of them are open? Or
The
just
ones on
unlocked?
the left, which go to the crew quarters, those are unlocked and open. The other door is closed.
Okay, well, everything's showing.
Yeah, I opened them now.
Okay. Take a quick peek down here. Make sure there's no surprises. Okay. And then this one is closed. Okay. I'll try to see if I can hear anything on the other side of the door.
Roll perception.
Perception. Yeah.
You hear nothing on the other side of the door.
What do you think, Chen?
Should we just try knocking one time?
You want to knock? See what happens.
Instead of just opening doors.
Okay, let's knock on the door and see what happens.
Nothing happens when you knock on the door. No answer.
Okay, let's go ahead and open it.
Eat.
All right. So Maverick's opening the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
You don't see anything. However, as you open the door,
of course. What the hell is that? Oh, right.
Okay, single laser blast darts out and hits you full on in the chest.
Whoa.
Pew!
Why would they trap this room? Okay, lessons learned.
As he just gets nailed. Oh, lessons learned.
All right, inside or beyond here is a storeroom that looks like it contains the crew's personal mining and prospecting tools and other supplies. Looks like their crew jury-rigged a laser blast trap on the door to the storeroom. As you go in here, it looks like there's some of the shards from those cocoons. There's also a disruptive fusion seal and 2 Mark 1 serums of healing, along with 3 med patches in the storeroom. So let's divvy up the loot here, because that's actually a nice loot pack.
Somebody should be using that some of that stuff to heal themselves, I think. Just my opinion.
Yeah, hold up, because we'll put these on the... Okay, so I can drag this over here. Who wants the... What is a fusion seal disruptive? It can be affixed to a specific weapon and moved among different weapons. It affects only weapons of a given level or less. Something about a holy fusion seal that could be applied to a weapon. So this is like some sort of a weapon mod. A fusion seal can take the form. I'm going to drop this. I don't know enough about this. Here, I'm going to drop this down in the chat. You guys can... I think it worked. There we go. On the bottom left, I just put it into the chat if you guys want to read up on that. Because I think it sounds like a weapon mod. There's also the med patches, the no qual, which is worth 500 credits, and these serums of healings. So while we're reading up on that, who wants the med patches and the serums of healing?
Which one heals more?
That's a good question. Serum of Healing. These are Mark 1s. They do 1d8. And the Med Patch allows you to attempt medicine checks and determine the DCs of medicine checks to treat deadly wounds. It's a simple all-in-one disposable medical device designed to be slapped into a wound with little skill required. A Med Patch allows you to attempt a medicine check untrained with a 10+10 circumstance bonus, but only for the first aid, long-term stability, treat disease, treat drugs, or poison tasks. So it sounds like it's not actually a heal, but a, oh shit, let's get this guy stabilized, let's cure disease, let's cure those things. Speaking of which, roll another fortitude save, Lysander. While we're talking about med patches.
Like every time I talk, I have to roll a save. I'm just gonna be quiet.
All right, if I were you, you're starting to feel a little funky. I would burn up one of those. I'd be like, "Yo, give me one of those med patches, quick!" And let's do it.
What I was saying.
Let's do a +10 bonus and roll a medicine check on yourself, sir.
I already have medicine of +11, so.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and
I mean,
roll a medicine check against yourself just real quick then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So just the next rest, just consciously you're gonna have to, focus down. You'll get rid of it.
Don't I get to roll on the serum or?
The serum's just a heal. The med patch is for. Let me read this again.
Yeah, I don't think the med patch is useful.
No.
Once I'm in this stage, I think that it's either several days of slow healing.
It's going to be several days of, and you're going to have to roll for fortitude. I think the key is that you're safe as long as you don't, as far as I understand things, don't get left unconscious somewhere for a prolonged period of time. That would be fatal. Anyway, this fusion seal thing.
William, reading it, it sounds like it's for a melee weapon.
It imbues a weapon with a powerful positive energy designed to disrupt magical forces that allow undead to exist. It only weapons that deal bludgeoning damage can benefit from this fusion, so it has to be a blunt bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah, we should have taken that hammer from long ago.
Well, does the baton count as a blunt?
Yeah,
mine does. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just, for the purpose of argument, let's give that to Chin. I'm gonna give the med patches.
From what I see on this, you can detach it anytime you want. It takes a minute, from what I read. Being transferred. All right,
so I'm gonna give these things out like so. Did it work, or is it just lagging out?
So I guess he can, if he wants to use it for now and maybe find a better weapon to put it on later, he can always do that, or one of us can. It's up to whoever he gave it to.
There we go. All right, so
oh, you gave me all the credits. Nice.
Well, I gave you the thing because it's probably heavy. I gave Lysander the med patches and the magical serums, and I gave Chen the fusion seal. Just so that you have it. We can figure out how to attach it later on. Anyway, that's all you find in this room.
That serum sucks.
You got 1 point back. Oh,
I thought it had +1 to it, or +10 to it.
No, it's just a 1d8.
Oh, nice rolling, sir.
His hands trembling so bad from the numbness that when he went to put it to his mouth, it just kind of spilled all over the place. So you got a single droplet.
Careful with that stuff; it's expensive.
The side of his face looks really healthy, though.
Took care of the numbness there, huh? So you said there's no other weapons or anything that could be used as a weapon in this area?
No, not in this area.
Okay. I know the rooms were pretty much empty, right?
Yep.
Okay, we got, what, 2 more doors to explore? Do I have well, let's just see how this works.
It's probably gonna make you go up and around. Yeah, you'll have to go north and then west. Yep, like that.
That's where I was checking. Follow me, guys. We've got 2 doors to go. Or do I have to let them guys move first?
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, you'll all move eventually.
Where are we moving to?
I was thinking the south door first. Not that it really matters too much, right? We're gonna eventually check out that last door. Correct?
I don't disagree. Put yourself by the door. I'll know where you're going.
Well, I'm trying to move. I'm waiting for the okay.
Hang on. I don't see any movement prompt from.
Let me cancel that out and try it again.
I moved one time and it actually made a waypoint and it didn't actually move. I don't know how I did that one time, but
Let's try down here.
Okay. There is a door.
And it's closed, right?
Yep.
Okay. Take a listen. Perception roll. And that's a great perception roll.
You hear nothing but the wind.
Of course I do.
Why is there so much wind on this starship?
Wait, is it nothing but the rain? I always forget that. I
What
think
is
it's nothing but the
happening
rain.
here?
Why is there wind on this ship? Help me, guys. Somebody else want to take a listen to the door? I can't hear a damn thing. But I'm only a silly
Just to be
human.
safe, just open it and chuck a grenade. You'll be fine.
That's my idea all the time. But nobody wants to give me a grenade to chuck in there. Okay. You guys ready?
Go for it.
Okay. Gonna open the door slowly.
You get a glimpse of resinous shards littered about the cargo hold floor.
Like something was in here, but they're gone. Or we killed them. Correct?
I don't know. There's just shards across the floor. You see some
No
computers.
no.
Looks like a small science lab, perhaps. Just you're opening the door slowly, so you're only getting a glimpse of what's in here.
Okay. But I don't see any cocoony things from
I'm looking at your point of view right now. Nothing at the moment that you can see. Not from your vantage point.
So Lysander's gonna hang way back there. Okay.
I think he got chewed up. He got chewed up pretty bad in the bridge.
Lysander doesn't care what's on the rest of the ship. He just wants to get on this stuff over here. So I'm too wounded to go stick my nose in doors that are shut and locked. That's a job for a maverick, sir.
Okay, I will slowly move into the room. Check it out fully.
All right. Roll initiative.
Of course. Of course. News it.
All right. Maverick gets first shot. There are 2 Katas in here. They jump up and out from underneath the desks where they had been lurking once they sense your presence moving in.
That moved to the wrong side of the.
There you go.
There we go.
Sorted.
We'll play blocker for you. Okay. Let's see.
I'm going to move up when they enter. I'll move up to the door frame.
Okay. I'm going to do full attack. Boop. Assisted, you bastard.
It's a miss. All right, Chen, you're up.
Okay. They're not quite on us yet, so I'll go ahead and. How far away is it? How do I check distance?
Just click yourself and then one of them, and it'll give you a tracker, like an arrow. That red
Okay.
arrow, yeah, 30 feet.
Should be able to shoot that far.
Yeah, that's my range is 30. Oops, that's not how to roll.
Ooh.
Oh, you rolled a 1 with your pistol, sir. Sir. All right. You go to pull your pistol out of its holster, and it misfires as you're pulling it out, and you shoot a hole close to your foot, but not, not quite at your foot. Pew! Damn it.
Well done, sir.
All right.
Done.
These are Russian. Alright, that one is a targeting chin. That is a hit. And then missed that. This one's coming in. And it's gonna bite. That's a hit. And okay, Lysander.
I shall hit it with the mental blast.
Don't critical miss with it.
With the mental blast? I never roll a hit.
Just
okay.
Wounded.
Maverick, you're up.
Let's give this deadly aim thingy a try.
Didn't we set up a macro for that or something? I remember we set
Yes.
something up.
Oh,
Nicely done.
Been a while.
Oh, yeah, that was a critical blast that went through one of the eyeballs of one of these creatures and blew out the other side of its head in a grand explosion of mist and splatter gut stuff. And it goes down with a gurgling cry. Oh, nicely done. Chen, you're up. Wipe a little of the goo off your face before you do anything.
I'm gonna try to trick attack. See if I can remember how to roll this. Let's do it. Okay, the trick attack doesn't hit.
Nothing hits, right?
No, I just have my
Just the
regular
bonus,
attack
yeah.
then.
Okay. Lysander? Or never mind, hang on. It's the Akata next. That's a hit. And missed on that. Alright, now it's Lysander.
I will go ahead and take a shot at it with my blaster.
Pew pew. Ooh.
Wow.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it looks like from your angle. Let me check out your character. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Lysander. 5 or 6. It's all right. So now I'm gonna roll 1 to 6 to see whether or not it hits Lysander or Chin. Sorry, 1. It missed. So your bolt manages to go through the headspace between Maverick and Chin with a screeching blast, but no dice. Maverick, you're up.
Don't give the untrained weapons. Okay, let's try that again. Do a little deadly aim. Ooh.
It's a hit.
Partly
Chunk of
resist.
damage. Chin, you're up. Ooh, buddy.
That's just on the trick attack. So
Okay.
so then I get. So let's see if I actually hit. I missed.
No. All right. Oh. That's
Oh
a
my
hit.
god.
Oh, roll a fortitude save, sir. That'd be for Chin.
Fortitude. Hey, itchy.
You're
Jeez.
feeling that tingly itchiness coming back. All right, Lysander, you're up.
Mind blast. Mind thrust.
Thrust your mind.
Oh yeah, that's a.
Why didn't you do that the first time?
I did the first time, but the second time I shot, I didn't want to use all my spells in one encounter in case you guys knocked on more than one door today.
Okay.
There's just a bunch of here, I'll put this in the party sheet. Treasure window. There's a flame pistol, a petrol tank with 8 charges remaining, and some of that no qual, which is worth a little bit of coin. Anybody want the flame pistol?
You guys that uses pistols, you want that?
I use pistols. Let's see. With the 1D, it's not really any better than mine,
Yeah.
except it's fire, where mine's electricity. So
What about
I'm just
a
giving
resident
Yeah,
gas?
I mean, it's the same story. I use a semi-auto pistol.
I'll just give him a Chin for now. He can hold
1
on
to
to
6 plus 1.
That's all you find in this room. This was the starboard cargo hold. Small science lab, compact mining equipment, some rock samples.
I guess we got the north cargo hold yet to do too, right?
Yeah, I think I gotta do it this way.
Hang on, I gotta approve your movement.
Yep. Get with me. Next door.
You'll have to go out to the east, Chin. Let's see. Here,
Gonna wait for.
I'll just move you. I'm just like watching you, like dink, dink, door, bucket door. I'll just move it. It's all good. All right, you're up at the next door. Roll a perception to see if you hear anything on the other side. You don't hear anything, sir.
I am clueless.
Also hear nothing on the other side.
Interesting. Maybe they don't make noises until we do things.
It's like the
I'm
egg
not
sacs,
convinced
man.
they're even animated until they.
Yeah, I
sense
think it's
us
like
and
the
stuff.
egg sacs in Alien. Like they don't do anything until they sense there's something around, and then they're like. By the way, I really want to rewatch Prometheus this weekend, maybe.
Okay, let's open the door slowly.
Okay, this is the port cargo hold. Inside, you see this is a supply room for most of the ship supplies. There's water and food supplies in here, replacement air filters, spare parts, also a shipping container, approximately 8 feet square, addressed to the Eoxian Embassy on Absalom Station. And if you had to
Ooh,
guess,
There's
that
their
stuff.
pay.
there's the
There's
package that Givalarsk Nor asked you to recover for him. It is sealed and has no manifest detailing its contents.
And it's 8 feet squared.
Yep, 8 feet squared.
So it's
Yeah,
take
it's definitely not going to go in a pocket.
yeah, it's a big thing. It appears to be some type of hard plastic container, but it's a shipping container.
Well, there goes the idea of chucking a grenade because I don't think we want to risk damage to the package.
Yeah, we probably don't want to damage the package.
We're doing okay. This is the last room, guys.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
at this point, you've cleared the ship of all of the alien life, so to speak.
Are we sure? Are we sure of that?
Well, I think you've cleared all the rooms. You've discovered the goblins locked in the hold, and they're just like locked themselves back up when they realize you weren't going to kill them. You found the bridge. You found access. Well, you found the ship logs, which you can't get to yet because you haven't been able to hack it yet. And then you have found the item that the Aoxian ambassador had asked you to retrieve for him. That's probably a good.
No sign at all of crew.
No sign at all of the crew yet. That you don't have any information on where the crew is, but no sign of the crew here on the ship.
Now you said that the south, there were some rock samples in there.
Yep, from the asteroid.
Okay, so we could also, somewhere between now and our next full rest, take a look at the rock samples too and see if we can determine what the makeup is of the samples at least they took.
I'm gonna go look real quick because I don't know if it says. Let me just real quick. That would have been the.
Also, secure our package, a couple of us, to our ship.
It doesn't specifically say what the rock samples were. So I'm gonna assume it's just normal mineral stuff from the asteroid or from the meteorite, apart from the cocoon scraps, which were that no qual stuff that the creatures make their cocoons out of.
So are you saying you want to take a sample of each back into our ship and secure it? And then
I don't know that we want to take any of the rock samples. We'll take the package, the plastic wrapped package.
Yeah.
But I don't think that we want to move the rock samples regardless. I just was thinking we'd take a look at them and see if there was some obvious mineral wealth or something that might help us educate this claim in some way. So far we've got nothing to help us choose who gets what.
Yeah, and at this point, like I said, you've cleared the ship, you found storage and everything else, but there's no sign of the crew. The only sign you have of anything has been those creatures and then the goblins who were obviously here to raid this thing after they found it floating. And then, of course, there's the asteroid that is being towed behind this vessel, which, if you remember correctly, that's technically explorable because that's where that other ship that was firing on you crash landed.
Right.
So there's that as well. But
yeah, it sounds like we're going to have to move on to the rock itself if we want to solve the mystery.
Yeah,
sure.
unless you can manage to hack the ship's log. and that's I mean we could give it another shot. Why don't we do that right now before we, because this is a good stopping point. So let's give that a shot to see if we can get any information out of it. If not, we'll just consider that a bust, and then the next session we'll just end up going straight to the meteor from here. So the only way to get past that was going to be
I burn a resolve point and use the Akashic records to tap into my knowledge of
yeah, because it's like you
computers.
guys did a long rest inside there. So
Yeah.
go ahead and do that, and let's roll the computer roll first to see if that works or not.
Okay. Spells, skills, computer.
I mean, I could take 20 to get 29. I mean, I can try if we're gonna take 20.
Well, the problem with the take 20 on that specific computer is that if you do the take 20, it automatically triggers the
Well,
countermeasure,
sure.
which can only be
Yeah.
bypassed with engineering. That's the only, I mean, that's the only thing I would say about that because it literally says in the description. I think that's why they say that in the description because they're like, because what if we let people just do that, then they'll be able to get into the hack into it. What'd you roll? You rolled a 19. That is not enough,
Yeah.
sir. So we could take 20, trigger the lockout, and see if Mujine's engineering roll gets us in. So let's do the engineering roll, Mujine.
Big numbers. And that's not a big number.
That is not a big number. So no, you're locked out again for another few hours. So yeah, it looks like that's a bust. So you've
You
not
get
gotten.
another full rest.
Yeah, we could do another full rest now that you've cleaned. That'd be a good point to do it so that when we come back, we're fresh and ready to go. All right, that's an overnight rest. Everybody's good to go. So that will be the cutoff point. Bless you. That's the cutoff point for tonight because we were in a pretty safe spot. We're the only thing on this ship that I think the only thing that's left is the goblins, and they didn't attempt to kill you while you were sleeping. So you're good to go.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to come out of the room
Probably not.
without some prying.
So for everybody following along in the episodes, thanks so much for being here. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all those good things. Super chat, super thanks, support with memberships, all the good stuff. We'll be back next time with another episode as we continue the discovery of the Aceron and the Drift Rock here to see what can be found of the remnants of the crew for the Hardscrabble Collective and beyond.